Greetings, this is Eduardo Jumbo. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a popular hook, Git hook called Commit-Msg. Before we begin, quick reminder that every day I host a live stream. So you visit ojumbo.com, you go to the watch menu, then live submenu, you will see all the current and post-dated topics for future live streams. And then each of those articles is going to have a little snippet. The top of each article to tell you the exact date and time. It's always going to be Eastern time for the live stream, and you can free to ask questions in the live chat about programming or any lifestyle topics. And of course, the channel is here. You see there's a link. You just click on that and you go to the channel, you log in, and then you'll be able to post your requests. Or if you don't want to do that, you can simply watch the video. The video is also embedded in this article. Okay. Also, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. I want to thank all those people who have subscribed recently. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so what is a Git commit-msg hook? So in order to explain what it is, I'm going to use a project. It's an ongoing project. It's called the Chicken Webcam. Basically, the way the Chicken Webcam, it actually started as a way to use an old phone as a camera, because usually phones, even mid-range phones, they have decent cameras. So I wanted to point the camera towards the chicken coop. For example, like right now I'm doing a live stream. I can't be outside. So I wanted to point the camera, the phone camera, towards the chicken coop, so that if a predator comes, like a fox, I would be able to maybe make the phone make a sound, give me time to dress up and go outside, especially when it's cold or bug season like right now. So that's the gist of it. And obviously I have a server which uploads image every few seconds, and I use PHP for that, the PHP built-in server. Obviously you can use something else. I've created one with Node.js, you can create one with Python, anything you want, but I just PHP is I'm well versed in PHP. I'm very comfortable there. Okay, now that said, so basically there'll be a little bit of PHP here, not much, but basically it's just as for uploading and saving. You see it's called here save.php. So some of you who are new, I'll show you what this file looks like. So actually I can show you that file right now. I'll just open up with a text editor. Which one is the text here? Text editor. And so you can see it. That's all it is. So it's not the YAML file. So that's a file. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. So as you see, very simple. This is just for image uploads. It grabs, if the image isn't empty, it grabs the image. This is the way PHP works. The image here, this one here, is actually the post value for the image, and then the temp name is just a name. It's a random name it makes up, and then obviously the destination. So what I do is I just put it in the same folder that the save.php is, and then I just move it from the temporary path to the destination, and then after that I just echo a JSON encoded object, basically an array. The status is okay. So if status is okay, then I can continue. I know that the image has been properly uploaded. And then after that, this is just I have a viewer.html, so I could open this up in any web browser, and then it will automatically, there's some JavaScript, so we can take a look at this as well. I'll just show you this to you. I'll also open up in the text editor. So there we go. Open up the text editor. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Basically, it's very simple. It's just an HTML. Because it's always going to be image.png. This was for the in the web browser, so it's Chromium browser, it's always image.png. You can't control that, even though it says you can change it, but you can't. So it's PNG anyway. So I use set interval, and every 3 seconds, obviously you can change this to whatever. You see 3000 here, milliseconds, 3 seconds. You can change to whatever you want. It will basically take this HTML image tag img. And then what it do is, if it includes a question mark, it will just simply append date now. And then else, like the first time, it will just it will add it and put the date now. The reason for this is because it's going to be repeating every 3 seconds because I'm using the same name. Obviously, I could have changed the name, but I wouldn't know what it is. So I just use the same name and just refresh. So this is a way to refresh and the image. I can see this in my web browser. Now I don't need to do this because I'm on Linux and I'm the built-in GNOME image viewer. It automatically updates when the image updates, so I don't need that. But I'm saying if I'm working, most likely I'll have a browser window open so I can check it out and see things are changing. Another reason for this is also that camera phones usually have they have some sensors. So if I make an application where I can grab some of those sensors, for example, like if I could detect that, okay, that's a chicken, that's a fox, that's a predator, that's another reason I want to use a Node phone. Okay, so that's a quick background. And so let's go back to the hook here. So Git hooks are scripts that run at various points in the Git lifecycle. The commit message hook is triggered after you enter the commit message, but before the commit is finalized. So this will make this very handy because when you use this hook, you can do, for example, you can enforce a specific format for the commit messages. You can block empty or meaningless commits. You can require ticket numbers or prefixes, for example, feature, bug fix. So the example we're going to do today is the one where you need in the commit message, you need to either add the word feature, you see all caps, bug fix, doc. If it's missing that, then the message will be rejected. So with that said, basically an example here is you see git commit and the message, it's called refactored login, and you can see it's going to reject it because it doesn't it didn't start with feature, bug fix, or doc. Then we try again. You see now it says feature refactored login, and this time you see it works. So that's a very simple way to do this. Now obviously this is a very simple way as I explained, but I'll give you an example where I actually used this before. Is that sometimes, especially if you're on like a shared server, you might not have access to for example, different users. You might want to put them in different folders. So in that particular case, basically what I'm saying is that you might not have access to the command line, for example, to write your own scripts, but you might be able to do Git hooks, maybe using a GUI. So in those cases, you can do something like this, and then you could have it maybe pushed to an area. And then after that, because based on the commit message, if the commit message contains a word like something like this or a special character, then you know that, okay, that means I can push it to the live site or do something else. So that's a trick. I actually had to do something similar to that. I was working on a shared server where they didn't allow access to the command line. So I had to come up, it was really weird. I had to do, for example, I had to come up with a webhook, and then I had to do a pull. But I said I was able to actually get the commit messages, so I was able to send something here. Then I would know which branch to get and use. So these screenshots, I'm not going to dwell too much on the screenshots because we're going to actually do it here. You can see the split screen. The split screen is for the people who like the vertical videos. Okay, and this is the video as I promised. If, for example, if I play this video, you can see the video is actually live. Okay, and just to, oh man, I forgot to, okay, I have some news. So obviously, if you want to learn more, PHP, I do have a course on ojamboshop.com. I also have a book on Amazon. It's a Learning PHP book. And if you need help, one-on-one coaching, consulting, you're stuck, you can contact me here on ojambo.com on the contact page, or you can go to schedule one on ojamboservices.com. However, I do have another announcement. I'm actually working on it right now. I was just doing this in 2 seconds. It's not quite ready yet. But if you go to Amazon, let's go to Amazon. I'm going to go to amazon.ca because for some reason it keeps on detecting what country I'm in. So you just go to any of those Amazons and then you search for Edo Jumbo. I'll put the links as well. I say it's not quite ready yet. So if you type Edo Jumbo, guess what? Oh, I have a new book. It's called The Algorithmic Serpent. So basically, it's right there. The creator battles AI and losing control. So this is brand new. It's a novelette. This was just published literally just a few days ago. So it's my latest book, and I made it way more affordable. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It's paperback and ebook version. This is the Canadian version. Obviously, Canadian dollar is very weak, but it's much cheaper if you're in other countries. So there you go. Now let's get back here. Let's get started. So let's jump to the command line here. And I'm inside this folder for this file. This folder is called chicken cam. So to initialize Git, you just type git int. If you already have an existing folder, you see here it initializes a Git repository in the. Oops, wrong. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Yikes. Oops, I lied. I need to get out of here just a second. So let me remove this folder. Git commit. Okay, I need to cd in the chicken one. Chicken webcam. There we go. I'll try one more time. Git int. There we go. So it told me here, as soon as there's an empty Git repository in the chicken cam. You see now here, Linux by default hidden folders are hidden in your file browser. So I type command H. Control H, and you see now it has .git here. If you go into this folder, you see there's a hooks folder. So open this up, and you see it has a bunch of sample hooks you can use. And we are looking for, remember, we're looking for ours. It's called Git message. So I don't know if they have an example here. Oh, yeah, here it is. It says commit message sample. So let's open this up in our text editor. All right, so I'll put this here. So here's the sample one, and you can see it runs a test. It uses grep, sort, unique, sed, and echo to run something. You see, but so what this one does is it makes sure it's signed off by a person. If it is not signed off, it will not continue. So you can read the example here. We're not gonna. So I don't care about this one. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to go to File and Save As, and I'm going to create my own. So you see here, I'm going to use bash. So it's just going to be git-message-msg.sh. Okay, so I don't need anything here because I said we're going to create our own. The only thing I can probably leave this one is, I can leave that as well. In later Linux versions, we don't actually need to specify bash. sh is fine, just means shell. Okay, now I'm going to create some variables. Oh, I forgot to zoom in. Sorry about that. Let me zoom in here. So I'm going to create some variables. I want this to go really fast. I'm going to do some copy pasting. You can get the code right here, and you can just paste it if you want to follow along if you're too lazy. So it's all in here. Okay, so let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. I want it to be on one line. So basically, I created the first one, message file, $1. That means that's the file that's being or files that are being committed. Oh, sorry, I apologize. It's a commit message. Obviously, it's going to be one. That's the input, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to check the commit message. I want to get the first, either the first line or the first, usually to just be, to start a single line. So basically, I want to make sure that it starts, that's why I put here, it starts with, remember, those keywords we're looking for. Okay, so after that, I am going to create I'm going to use the case switch. So basically, we take the commit message and then we search for feature. All is obviously, you can see here the pipe symbol. We search for bug fix or we search for doc. Now, so basically, it has to have feature, then colon. or it has to have BUGFIX and colon or doc and colon. So this asterisk means anything after that is fine, but it must start with this, or it must include it somewhere. So if it includes feature, BUGFIX, or docs with the colon, then we're going to echo this message. We're going to say commit message format OK. Obviously, this is a little emoji, great, or thumbs up. And then we have two semicolons, and then the other case switch is the other one meaning else. This is a short form for else. So else, we know that it failed because it doesn't include this. This is basically like an if else. So in this case, we will say, we'll give it an X, and we'll say commit message must start with feature, you see colon, BUGFIX colon, or doc colon. So this will be echoed out onto the screen. And then we exit because we want to continue. So this exit is very important because you notice there's no exit here. So without the exit here, this will continue. This one exit, it will force it to stop and basically just stop exactly where it is. And then again, we have the two colons here to close the block. And then this ECAC, that's the case, meaning the end of the case. So that's it. So that's our... Now, for good practices, I should actually put this in here, but it's straightforward. I should say checks commit message for keywords. Yeah, that's good enough. If keywords are missing, it will abort the commit. Okay, so there we go. It's a good practice to it's a good practice to these are comments in bash or shell. So it's a good practice to actually explain what your code does, because you might come back to it a while back and you won't understand what it does, even though it's a pretty simple one. So with that said, I'm going to save that. So very, very important, no matter what system you own, make sure you make this writable. So we're going to do that next. I'm going to use the GUI here, my file manager. So you see here we have this one here. I'm going to right click on it, and you see go to properties, and I'll put the properties. Where is this here? It's hard to see. Okay, right here. So you see permissions. It says read and write. So if I, you see this one here, executable as a program. So before I do that, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you what is it here? I'm going to show you what happens if you don't do that. So let's go to the Git folder here, .git/hooks. So if I type ls -al h for human readable, and I type commit.sh, sh, sorry, my bad. So you can see here, it's read writable for the user, read for the user group, and read for the entire world. So it's not executable. Now, if I do this here, you see I've now made it executable. So if I type that again, now you see it has an X, meaning that the user can execute it, the group the user is in can execute, and everybody else can execute it as well. So that's how you do it. I said I could have done a command line. For the command line, it's very simple. You can just simply put change mode, then +X, and then the name of the file. Okay, so now with that out of the way, let's what do we get out? Is it escape? Okay, there we go. So we don't need this anymore. So let me go back to the Gits folder, then go back to the chicken webcam. So there we go. Now I'm gonna get out of here, get out of the hooks. You can type pwd and it'll tell you where you are. So I'm back in the chicken webcam place. It's the same here. So now if I type git commit message, which is -n, and I'll put the example we're using. So I'll put factored login. Oh, I forgot to add something. So let me actually add this save.php file. Git save.php, git add. You can put git add. There we go. Let's try that again. Oops, it did create it. What in the world happened there? Huh. Refactored. That should not have happened. Okay, so something went wrong there. Oh, something went wrong. Let me actually make sure my file is, that should not have happened. Unless I spelled it wrong. Let's actually go check it out. Oh, you know what? I did I spelled it wrong. Let's redo that again. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna delete the Git folder. I spelled it wrong. Okay, so git int. Okay, so go in here. I spelled the git wrong. See, it's I put .sh. It's just git hyphen commit hyphen message. So let's open up back in here. We'll do the same thing again. I will just go to file. This is no longer needed. So just go to file. Go save as. Yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, there we go. Git message. And I'm gonna copy the same stuff again. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. That is perfect. Always add comments, checks, commit message for keywords. If keywords are missing, commit is aborted. Okay, we don't need that anymore. So here, I'll just type change mode plus x dot git slash hooks slash commit. There we go. Now, if we go back to commit, oh, I forgot. I need to add. I'll add something. Save.php git commit refactored login. You see now, actually we don't need this anymore, but I'll just, how do I get this? There you go. So you can see. So you see here it says when I tried to do the git commit, it was aborted, and it gave me an X. It says commit message must start with feature : BUGFIX : or doc : So now let's actually let's say feature. Okay, so add feature. You can add any of them. It doesn't really matter. It could be BUGFIX or doc. So let's say feature. It doesn't matter anything after that. So now if I commit this, guess what will happen? You see? Now it actually see the file changed 9 insertions, and it created the 644 save.php. So now the commit message is able to continue. And so this is one way you can do things like this, especially if you're working on a project that most likely they will probably ask you to do something like this, so they can check if it's, like I see, if it's a new feature, it's a bug fix, or a doc. Now you might say, why would I use this for? This will be helpful, especially if you work by yourself, like I do, where I might have multiple projects, and most of them are usually bug fixes, but there's sometimes where it's a new feature. Yes, what I usually do is, if it's a new feature, I'll create a new branch, and then I'll merge it later. But sometimes most of the stuff usually bug fixes or minor little things. Sometimes some things are not documented. So I'm saying this is useful. It's not useless. It's believe it or not, this hook, this git message commit message hook is actually the second most popular git hook after the post receive. So there we go. So that's the end of the coding part of the tutorial. Now let's go and finish this up. So one more time again, quick reminder that every day I host a live stream. You visit Jambo.com, you go to the watch menu, live sub menu, you can see the topics for this current live stream and future live streams. To show you the date and time the live streams are going to be on and the channel. And also, if you enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments. It helps the channel and helps me know that you guys appreciate the content I'm making. So just hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, and also if you need any help with Git, or if you need any one-to-one tutorials, I do offer coaching and consulting. You can contact me here, or it's basically you see jambo.com/contact, or you can go to Jambo Services and use the contact form there. If I'm not available, my partner or some other employees will be able to help you with that as well. And I also have a course learning PHP. It's available on jamboshop.com. The link is here. It should be also in the description. And I have my book here, which is also on Amazon. As I showed you, I do have a few books on Amazon. And before I let you go, I'm going to plug my book. I'm actually working on the promo for this. So you see, it's called The Algorithmic Serpent. It's about a creator who battles the AI he created, and he's losing control, including his mind. So I'm pretty proud of this. It's a novelette. Okay, and of course, the final thoughts are that Git hooks are a hidden gem in the developer workflow. Starting with Git Commit-Msg hook is a smart way to build good habits and prevent bad habits. Give it a try. Level up your Git game, and your teammates will thank you. Okay, there's no chat requests, so I'm going to end this now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you.